I think toxic masculinity has been a term and a phrase that's been weaponized and then used against men to make men feel less than.
Well, I met Blake. I worked with her husband Ryan several years ago, so I met Blake a few times through Ryan on that film.
Got it.
And thought she seemed nice, and little did I know.
Yeah. How quickly do you...
Don't touch me. It's a function on Twitter and Instagram. There's a couple people that I have muted.
Good.
Yeah. Blake Lively.
You can mute people on Instagram?
Yeah, it's a new feature.
Really?
I know. Get excited.
Blake Lively and Serena Vanderwoods are currently involved in a heated legal battle with Justin Baldoni. And just when you thought it was a simple case of he said, she said, the drama chose to expand its world faster than a Marvel franchise. Anna Kendrick's name is now being linked to the drama, a public relations consultant is suing for millions, and Taylor Swift, the queen of speaking out on everything, has suddenly gone silent. I mean, if Taylor isn't writing a diss track about it, is this truly a scandal? Some feuds simply refuse to die. They are kept alive on life support every few years solely for the sake of entertainment. Welcome to Anna Kendrick and Blake Lively's feud, Hollywood's equivalent of an unresolved group project conflict.
Right.
Everyone's opinion of me is just so positive. I do let it affect me. I do. Because everyone's like, you're great. And I'm like, I know.
You're not great. Blocked.
Yeah.
This all stems from their collaboration on A Simple Favor, a film that contained everything from alcohol and murder to magnificent classic outfits. But behind the scenes, things were less glamorous. According to reports, the two female stars were developing severe off-screen hostility. At first glance, everything seemed fine. The press tour was filled with staged smiles, awkward red carpet laughter, and just the right amount of pretend bestie energy to persuade the public that Blake and Anna were in great harmony. However, as we all know, what occurs behind closed doors is frequently a different story. What's the reality? They were not on good terms. According to sources, Blake was more than just an actress in the film. She was in charge of the entire production. What about the costumes? Her decision? The writing changes? It's also her call. When it comes to major production decisions, as you might expect, Blake was in charge. She wasn't just there to perform a role. She was making sure everything aligned with her vision. While some might admire her confidence and control, others saw it as overstepping. And Anna? Let's just say she wasn't very pleased about it. So, was it just artistic disagreements, or was there more? Fans have been asking this question ever since.
I love creating, and I think that as women, you're not often given authorship, yet women represent 85% of people making purchases in homes across all categories, yet the majority of things that we're buying are created by men.
If there had been a catering choices to choose, I'd be surprised if she hadn't commented on it. At first, Anna Kendrick was quite casual about it. She even tried to dismiss rumors of conflict because, Hollywood's golden rule, pretend. Everything is fine, even if it's clearly on fire. But eventually, the truth came out. Anna agreed that Blake was difficult to work with, which is celebrity code for, I would rather drink expired oat milk than go through that again. And let's be honest, if Anna Kendrick, who has worked with a wide range of wild Hollywood characters, thought Blake was too much, you know it was bad. Now guess what? The sequel is on its way, and Anna Kendrick isn't looking forward to reliving her Blake Lively experience. And frankly, who can blame her? With Blake's legal troubles in the mix, Anna is most likely drinking her coffee, watching the chaos unfold and thinking, maybe it's not just me.
I feel like it's pretty rapid cognition for me.
Yeah, I think but there's some people, I've had people who, I don't necessarily, we're not best buddies at all moments, but, we do well together on screen, and there's some people that, we're best buddies, and then on screen it's so you just never really know.
Right.
And so, I don't know, but it's fun. But you definitely know once you're shooting.
Let's be honest for a second. Anna Kendrick is practically America's sweetheart. She's smart, self-deprecating, and the type of celebrity who would trip on the red carpet, laugh it off, and somehow make it even more endearing. She exudes the effortless cool girl vibe. The one that gets along with everyone, cracks jokes, and keeps things light on set. That is not just my opinion. Most of her co-stars and other celebrities describe her in this way. She avoids drama, unwanted strife, and concentrates solely on her career. Hollywood adores that. Directors adore that. And to be honest, we enjoy it too. Blake Lively, on the other hand, oh, she's a completely other energy. She exudes the "I have thoughts, and you're going to hear every single one of them" attitude, which, don't get me wrong, can be great in some situations. We love seeing strong, bold women take leadership in Hollywood. It's refreshing. It's quite powerful. But here's the thing. When those perspectives clash with directors and producers, things can become messy quickly. And honestly, that makes perfect sense. This is when the Anna Blake tension becomes clear. Anna is the type of actor who shows up, gets the job done, and keeps things running smoothly with no disruption. Blake? She's the type to ask a million questions, discuss creative decisions, alter her own dialogue, and even disagree on how scenes should be shot. It's like mixing someone who just wants to do the group project as soon and efficiently as possible with someone who insists on redesigning the entire PowerPoint theme for artistic integrity. You can already see how this might create some stress.
I mean, we're exactly the same type. So, yeah, I mean, I assume that Blake has lost many roles to my glamour, beauty, and elegance.
When you hear my-
sorry about it, Blake.
My singing voice, Anna.
Oh, it was neck and neck, pitch perfect.
If I
Into the
if
Woods.
I
Last
were
time.
to open my chair
Oh,
lungs,
boy.
she wouldn't have a career. So
The sacrifices she's made for me.
I really have.
It's no surprise Anna was exhausted after working with her the first time, and now that A Simple Favor 2 is in the works, it's as if someone clicked replay on the entire dynamic, except now there are lawsuits, scandals, and a whole new level of Hollywood mayhem. Making a sequel is always exciting. Memories, a wage, and maybe even some pleasure. However, as soon as production began, the old turmoil between Anna and Blake reappeared like an unwelcome sequel. The first problem? Just a teeny tiny thing called top billing. You know, the name order and credits that determine who the film's genuine MVP is. Apparently, both Anna and Blake wanted their names to appear first because Anna's name was on top in the first film, but Blake was eager to take over in the sequel.
I feel like your character is like the most confident woman in the world, and yours is like very insecure.
Yeah.
Are you guys, but you guys are like, both of you have this attitude about you that
In
I don't
real
think
life, it's the other way around, and I constantly have to call Blake and be like, "It's okay, you're good at giving interviews."
As a result, emotions escalated, egos flared, and possibly some derogatory group emails were exchanged. The discussions turned heated, with neither side willing to back down, and it appeared that no solution was in sight. Every meeting made matters worse, as both Anna and Blake's teams fought tooth and nail for their client's due place in the credits. After considerable back and forth and some significant behind-the-scenes drama, they finally reached a compromise, which, in Hollywood, is just another way of saying, no one really won, but let's all pretend this works so we can move on. They decided on staggered billing as a solution, which meant Anna's name would appear first occasionally, and Blake's name first other times. It wasn't ideal for any of them, but it was the only way to avoid a full-fledged battle, which might have easily derailed the project. They appeared to have temporarily moved on from the situation. With their egos no longer at stake, the cast and crew could focus on making the picture. But here's the catch. Another storm was brewing, and Anna assumed she could quietly finish the film and go on, finally escape the chaos. When news of Blake's feud with Justin Baldoni became public, A Simple Favor 2 found itself in far more difficulty than just billing. The war was on everyone's mind. The media pounced on social media, and entertainment news websites covered every aspect of the conflict to death. Fans responded almost immediately, and not in a pleasant way. Quite a handful of them decided not to see the film. It became a hot topic online, with people venting their emotions and refusing to support anything involving Blake. Everyone stated they loved Anna and appreciated her work, but they couldn't stand Blake anymore. That was the conventional viewpoint. As a result, they were almost certainly going to skip viewing the movie. The film's development, which was already fraught with behind-the-scenes drama, suddenly had to deal with a full-fledged public relations crisis. In an ideal world, the true way to deal with this matter would have been straightforward. Blake should have taken up the phone, called Anna, and apologized for all that had occurred. A heartfelt apology, a little damage control, and the situation might not have gotten out of hand. But of course, that never occurred. Blake remained silent, leaving Anna to deal with the fallout, and their relationship deteriorated further. Imagine signing up for a movie, thinking that the toughest obstacle would be working with a slightly unpleasant co-star, only to discover that the entire project had been embroiled in lawsuits, industry scandals, and public condemnation. What should have been a regular film production transformed into a complete nightmare, one that no one, not even Hollywood's best public relations teams, could easily fix.
Struggled with that because I've sometimes judged her for being so confident, which I think is not fair, right?
Yeah, you're such a bad daughter.
Terrible daughter. See, this is an entire therapy session.
That's good. Get it out.
At this time, the drama has escalated into a full-fledged Hollywood storm, and Anna is left standing in the center, wondering why she ever decided to do this sequel in the first place. Aside from Anna, many other celebrities have gone up and taken sides. Paul Feige, the director of A Simple Favor, arrived quickly, standing beside Blake Lively like a real ride or die. He essentially disregarded Justin Baldoni's accusation as nothing more than a power play, which is Hollywood's speak for. He's just mad he lost control of the situation. Then there's Brandon Senior, who also supported Blake because, of course, someone had to. If you've ever been in a group project with someone who persuades half of the team that they're simply misunderstood, you understand the mood. Meanwhile, Chelsea Handler, the queen of saying what we all believe, didn't hold back. Instead of taking sides, she chastised them both for turning the situation into a public spectacle. "Stop the playground fight," she said, and she is not wrong. This feud has spiraled out of control to the point where it resembles a reality TV show rather than a Hollywood scandal. No one signed up for this. Taylor Swift, the girl we know, if someone even breathes in the wrong direction of Selena Gomez, Swift is ready to fire a cryptic Instagram post or, better yet, a full diss track. But this time, I don't see her anywhere. Her legal team has publicly stated that she has no involvement in the ongoing case. There isn't a single "Blake is the best" tweet, a cryptic Instagram story about standing with women, or even a subtle like on a questionable post. In today's fast-paced world, such quiet can be deafening. You and I both know Taylor is incredibly selective about what she chooses to discuss. If she wanted to, she could turn this entire situation into a poetic essay about friendship and betrayal set to acoustic guitar, but she hasn't, which begs an important question. Why is she keeping her distance? Is she unhappy with how Blake is handling things? Is she concerned that stepping in will jeopardize her carefully manufactured billion-dollar image? Here we are, getting ready for A Simple Favor 2, a film that should be making headlines for its plot twists, but instead is drowning in the most awkward co-star reunion since whatever Don't Worry Darling. The sequel is set to be released on March 7th, 2025, but the Baldoni versus Lively courtroom fight is scheduled for 2026. That means this struggle isn't a passing fad on the internet. It's a long-term, slow-burning tragedy that will continue to unfold in real time. With Hollywood already divided and fans running their own inquiry reports on social media, the drama is far from over.